Without a doubt, South Korea is the king when it comes to esports and competitive gaming, and it is typically the country you think about when you hear the titles League of Legends, Valorant, and Tekken. If you're a boomer, more than likely you would add StarCraft to that list, but the reason why South Korea has so many winners when it comes to esports and competitive gaming may not just be attributed to the amazing work ethic so many people here develop by attending school 12 hours a day, but because of their accessibility to PCBangs or PC rooms. In the 1990s, South Korea wasn't necessarily as economically prosperous as it is today. So in the beginning of this decade, it was common for people to go to electronic cafes where people had a third space to check emails and to get access to the early internet. Later on in the decade, this became more important as South Korea and many other of its East Asian neighbors would hit a financial crisis where there were mass layoffs that left millions of people unemployed, and the people that needed to create new businesses would use their severance packages to purchase dozens of computers in a rented commercial space and create what you can essentially find on every corner in Korea today called PCBangs. As a way for South Korea to recover economically, the government made sure people had access to perhaps the fastest internet speeds in the world by creating a high-speed fiber optic network all the way back in 1998, and the PCBangs were first to get access to this. Whereas people at home more or less didn't have space or the resources for personal computers, and the internet speeds provided were very mediocre when compared to what you can get at a PCBang. And with there already being so many PCBangs, why even bother building a rig that's over $1,000 when you can just go somewhere around the corner and play with your friends on the best PC builds for $1 an hour? The boomers are right about StarCraft being the first game South Korea became world renowned for, but when League of Legends dropped in the 2010s, this is when you start to see games giving PCBang players different perks such as giving access to all the champions for free and XP boost by just playing at a PCBang. And considering it just being a third space that many other gamers would envy to have in many Western countries, I decided to check out a couple for myself. The first PC cafe I decided to go to is called OZ PC Cafe in Gangnam, and it's more or less every PC cafe that you'll be able to find on every corner in Seoul. And later in this video, I'll be going to probably what is the best PC cafe that you can go to in Seoul. It should be noted that the food options at OZ Cafe appear to be above average in terms of quality and quantity, so I'll make sure to order some food while we're here. But first, how does one get access to a computer here?
So it looks like as a non-member, this one is 2001 for 40 minutes. So we're gonna be here probably for a little over an hour. So I'm just gonna pay 4,001. And much like the other ones, you just pay with your card, or I guess if you have your phone number or whatever, you can become a member, however that works. So after inputting the code you get, literally just have to log in, you get access to all the games here. And then there's even the option to order food as well.
Can you press this?
Oh.
Yeah, so you can order from there.
Ooh, look at all these options here. You think it's too early to get curry?
Not too early.
It should be noted that even though this PCBang has an abundance of food options, it's not quite a place I could recommend to get breakfast, but they shockingly have everything else you can think of, whether that be tonkatsu curry to a simple bowl of ramyeon, including drinks that you may not be able to try anywhere else like asachu or peach tea with a shot of espresso, but everything came out to
13,800 won, so it's like maybe
Like $6 per
yeah, like $10. That's not bad.
And once you submit the order, someone will soon bring it to you with the machine to scan your card, unless you know somebody with Kakao Talk. The closest thing to breakfast I ended up getting was this kimchi fried rice with 2 fried eggs and matcha that was actually really good. And my partner here decided to keep it light with some kimchi ramyeon. Again, this location's food options are above average compared to usual, so I gave it an 8 out of 10. It should be noted that I did come here a separate time to try their tonkatsu curry and asachu, and I still need to share their specs that they provide at this PCBang. It was much more busy this time due to it being later on in the day, and although that may have affected the internet speed test, it's pretty clear that South Korea is still one of the goats when it comes to internet speed. Although, shockingly, this was slower than the internet speed of the PC cafe I went to in Tokyo. But like many other PCBangs, you're given really comfortable seats that recline. You have the wireless charger here, the sound bar,
Keyboard.
a nice mouse, and even headphones. We typically have the same start screen here showing what games you can play, as well as the specs of the PC that has since been upgraded as of the time that I recorded this. If I were to briefly talk about the tonkatsu curry and peach tea with espresso, the quality was more or less on par with cocoa curry, although I was a little surprised that it came with kimchi, but then again, we are in Korea after all. In regards to the peach iced tea with a shot of espresso, it's not something that sounds like it would mix well, but I guarantee the contrast of the sweetened peach tea and the bitter shot of espresso actually does work somehow, and I would definitely be hooked if it didn't have so much caffeine. The next PC cafe that I decided to go to is a PC cafe made by Faker, who currently holds 6 world championship titles in competitive League of Legends called T1 Base Camp in Hongdae. Originally, I was also going to show the League of Legends Legends Park in Jognogu, but they're a little more sensitive when it comes to filming, so the only things I was able to show from there were these amazing Riot Games related figures and the kind of food that they serve inside. But T1 Base Camp is probably the most aesthetically pleasing PCBang that you'll be able to find in Seoul, with this red and white interior and state-of-the-art hardware, and many references to Team T1. There's even a private gaming room that you'll be able to rent out and play console games with friends.
They even have controllers here too. That's different. I haven't been to a PCBang that has controllers like this, especially. This is like fully decked out.
But while I was here, I met some Kiwis that may or may not have carried me hard in Valorant, and this is the food and snacks that I got while I was here. I got some tteokbokki with fish cake that was really spicy, some honey butter garlic fries, and this T1 energy drink that was really good and had a mystery syrup on the bottom that I still can't make out what it was. It should be noted again, most PCBang food isn't going to be gourmet like the first place that I showed, but all in all, I still give it a 7 out of 10, and T1 Base Camp was still one of the most peak PCBang experiences that I've ever had so far. That was still only 2,000 to 3,000 won an hour. All in all, PC cafes in South Korea are something I would say every gamer should experience at least once in their life. It's quite honestly mind-blowing that New York City doesn't even have a third space like this that you can go to everywhere for as cheap as they are in Seoul. But if you would like to see more of my adventures, be sure to subscribe and I'll see you guys later.